Okay, today we're going to make a bacon out of a beef brisket. This is a whole, untrimmed brisket. We have the point down here at this end, and we have the flat at this end. What we want to do is take off a lot of this fat we don't need, and there's a vein of fat that runs right through here that separates the point from the flat. We want to get in there and start peeling that out and get it all trimmed up. And I don't like to have a ton of fat in the bacons, but that's really up to you, I guess. I like to trim it down pretty good, get right down into get right to the meat almost. We'll get this trimmed up. Okay, I've gotten to a point where I can start to see a line between the point and the flat. And I've started to peel back, and what we can see is it's just a line of fat, but there's a natural seam there. If you stay in the fat with your knife tip, you can separate it pretty easily. Okay, we've got our flat and our point separated and trimmed up pretty good. I leave a little bit of fat on. This point is a really good piece of meat. It's got a lot of intermuscular fat, whereas the point or the flat is quite lean, which is good too. We're going to go ahead and salt these. I've made up a mixture of 1 cup kosher salt per 4 tablespoons of #1 cure. Because we're gonna cook this really slow at about 160, 180 degrees for most of the afternoon, we need that cure in there so we don't develop any issues that will make us sick. We want to rub it in pretty good. And this will cure in the refrigerator for a week. And do everything that we need it to do. Okay, we have our point. We've got this on a waxed, one side waxed freezer paper. We want to keep a waxed side on there to help keep the maple syrup in. Kind of a hint, once you get this all wrapped up and taped, you want to put it in a pan on the bottom of your refrigerator, or else you'll get a sticky mess. You know, we just want to apply the maple syrup, just rub it in a little bit. Get everything covered. Now we want to turn these once or twice during the next week, and it will help the maple syrup kind of gravity feed. And we'll see you in a week. Okay, taking our bacon slabs out of the refrigerator and washed them off pretty good in the sink, and then I let them dry, patted them dry, and then I put them in my racks for smoking. Now, I painted a little bit of that maple syrup back on top just because, well, it's maple syrup. But anyway, we're going to let that go until we hit our internal temperature of 135 to 140. On this smokehouse, I have a little gas fire down there, and I introduce my smoke with a pan, and I keep that going as much as I can. I'll try to keep our temperature right around 180, 190 until we hit that internal temperature. So we'll see you back then. Now, any kind of smoker will work. This is an old food warmer that I rescued, and she's smoking pretty good right there. Yeah. But basically, you just have to be able to control your temperature and apply smoke, and anything will work for a smoker. We've got our beef bacon out of the smoker. We put it in the refrigerator overnight, let it stiffen up, and have started slicing it. Now this is the flat, and you can see it's very lean. It's a very lean piece of meat. Now this point, if you cut cross grain, come up with a pretty decent marbling right in the meat. And on this one, I did an actual beef belly, just as like you would off a, if you were making pork bacon, pork belly. I just did a beef belly. And this has got a great fat content in it, so, and it mimics bacon quite a little bit more. But no matter how you like it, this curing job should do the trick for you, and taste is fantastic. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.